Tensions have escalated sharply in the Caribbean Sea after 3 United States Air Force B-1B Lancer strategic bombers were detected entering international airspace in the southern Caribbean. This major military action comes just days after American intelligence reports confirmed increased drug trafficking activity believed to be originating from ports on Venezuela's northern coast. News of the arrival of the 3 supersonic bombers immediately shook Caracas. The government of President Nicolás Maduro accused Washington of open provocation and called the deployment a violation of regional stability. However, the United States claimed the presence of the B-1B Lancers was part of Operation Sentinel Wave, a joint mission aimed at disrupting seaborne and airborne drug trafficking routes around the Caribbean. United States defense sources said the 3 B-1B Lancers took off from Dyess Air Force Base, Texas, with aerial refueling support from KC-135 Stratotanker aircraft. They then flew across the Gulf of Mexico to the southern Caribbean, where they joined a warship group from the U.S. Atlantic Fleet already on alert in international waters. This move strongly signaled that Washington was expanding its operational scope beyond maritime missions. The deployment of these high-speed strategic bombers demonstrated the U.S.'s readiness to project long-range air power rapidly, even in sensitive areas like the Caribbean. For Caracas, the presence of these bombers with intercontinental strike range was a warning sign. The Venezuelan government immediately raised its alert status, deploying air defense radars and surface-to-air missile systems along the country's northern coast. The B-1B Lancer, often nicknamed the Bone, is one of the most advanced bombers in the United States' arsenal. Designed by Rockwell International, it combines high speed, long range, and an enormous weapons capacity. With a maximum speed of Mach 1.25, or approximately 1,500 kilometers per hour, and a range of up to 12,000 kilometers, the B-1 is capable of conducting transcontinental missions without the need for support bases in enemy territory. Its variable sweep wings allow the aircraft to adapt to various flight conditions, extending wide during takeoff for stability and narrowing in the air for maximum speed. This technology makes it one of the most dynamic bombers in the world. The B-1B can carry up to 34 tons of munitions, including conventional bombs, JDAM GPS-guided bombs, and JASSM cruise missiles. Furthermore, its AN/APQ-164 radar system and AN/ALQ-161A electronic warfare suite enable the aircraft to penetrate modern air defense systems with a very low detection rate. A report from the U.S. Southern Command stated that this B-1B flight was not merely a patrol, but also carried a clear geopolitical message. The aircraft are equipped with advanced surveillance sensors that can map ship movements, coastal radars, and logistics routes at sea. They are also accompanied by MQ-9 Reaper drones and RC-135 rivet joint electronic surveillance aircraft, tasked with monitoring Venezuelan military communications and ship activity in the surrounding waters. According to a Pentagon security analyst, this operation represents a blend of strategic intelligence and power projection. The presence of the B-1Bs over the Caribbean Sea is not only for narcotics surveillance, but also a demonstration of the U.S.'s ability to act quickly and precisely anywhere in the world. In Caracas, state television broadcast an official statement from the Venezuelan defense minister, who accused Washington of trying to intimidate the Venezuelan people with its military might. The Venezuelan military reportedly deployed a Chinese-made JYL-1 3D radar system and an S-300VM missile system on the northern coast. However, the Pentagon has maintained that all flights were conducted over international airspace and did not violate Venezuela's air defense zone. Neighboring countries like Trinidad and Tobago, Grenada, and Barbados have also increased their air surveillance, concerned that tensions between Washington and Caracas could impact regional stability. The presence of 3 B-1B Lancer strategic bombers in the Caribbean skies is not simply a demonstration of military might, but a bold statement of the United States' air superiority in the modern era. These aircraft represent the pinnacle of aerospace engineering, where speed, destructive power, and system intelligence combine in a single globally capable combat platform. Capable of carrying a large payload and traveling at supersonic speeds, the B-1B relies on next-generation digital avionics, a satellite-based precision navigation system, and a secure link communications network that connects it in real time with warships, command centers, and supporting fighter aircraft at various operational points. Its ability to perform aerial refueling allows the B-1B to travel thousands of kilometers without landing, ready to carry out strategic missions whenever and wherever needed. These advantages make the B-1B not only a symbol of power, but also a global deterrent, ensuring the full readiness of the United States in any potential theater of conflict. More than just a bomber, the B-1B Lancer embodies the global strike capability doctrine, the ability to strike with high precision from long range without relying on overseas bases. With each flight, the B-1B reminds the world that air supremacy is not just about weapons, but also about speed, strategy, and technology that transcends boundaries. The presence of 3 B-1B Lancer strategic bombers in the Caribbean Sea carries a dual message for the world. For the United States, this is a form of affirmation that regional security and international trade routes remain top priorities. For Venezuela, the presence of these supersonic aircraft is a stark reminder of how Washington can project its military power quickly and precisely. While both sides refrained from direct confrontation, this mission demonstrates that in modern geopolitics, air superiority and advanced technology are not just tools of war, but also a new language of diplomacy that speaks through speed, precision, and global power.